In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Digital First AI. Digital First uses an AI technology to help predict your marketing tactics, and then it lets you customize those tactics into funnels to ultimately help your growth. Digital First will answer a few simple questions about your business and instantly receive recommended marketing tactics that fit your goals. It helps optimize strategy with customizable user funnels that link your tactic, then fill your campaigns with AI generated content. I'm going to share everything you need to know and will want to know about Digital First. And if you have any questions about Digital First, go ahead and drop them below. I tend to reply within a few minutes to a couple of hours, and I'll also leave a special discounted link that I will keep updated so you always get your money's worth for Digital First. Your first impressions of the dashboard for Digital First can be a little overwhelming. I'm not going to lie, when I was thrown into the all tactics section, I was just a bit overwhelmed and I didn't really know where to start because of how prominent everything was. But as I started navigating around the app, I quickly realized that actually it's not that difficult. So I'm going to show you where to start and how to bypass this overload of information that you're first going to encounter. This is the template section, and we'll go a little bit more into that down the line. But at the very top, you have your sub menus, and to the left, you have your main navigation. Under the navigation, you also have your keyword search filter, followed by your category filter, the funnel filter, and the price filter, and then the sort filter, and of course your favorites filter. The first place you're going to want to start off with is actually the home screen. So click on the logo, go ahead and click a create new funnel, and you're going to want to call this funnel whatever the funnel is going to be about. So this one is going to be about my Make Money course, so that's MMO Alliance. For the project, you can add tags just to help you filter everything down the line. So I'm going to do courses, and if you have an image, go ahead and drop the image in. Okay, so I'm going to drop this in, and now the image is there, and do save. This is where the interface starts to become a bit more intuitive and a little nicer on the eyes. Now we have a snapshot of everything that's going on inside this funnel, and you also have the help center, tutorials, and FAQs. The tutorials will take you to a YouTube playlist, and it's got step-by-step training with each video under around about 3 minutes, with the highest being 6 minutes. All the training is pretty informative and it's straight to the point, which is especially good as a business owner who struggles with time. The FAQs is just a drop down with common questions people are asking, and I'll let you have a browse of this in your own time. Inside the funnel area, we have further navigation. So we have our funnels, our statements, our recommended tactics, and our canvases. We're going to explore each one of these areas starting from the overview. To get started, click start now, and this is where we want to fill in our statement all about our business or the product that we're promoting, which is relevant to the funnel that we're creating now. So the business type is a product for me, and then we type in the product name, so it's MMO Alliance. We tell it if we're targeting business to business or business to consumer. Well, I'm targeting business to business, and the target group, again, it gives a drop down. I would like to see more variety of the target group, but it still has a nice variety. I'm going to do companies and professionals. Under the value proposition, I'm going to do convenience, followed by quality, time saving, and uniqueness. And then for the customer pain point, I'm going to choose bad opinion, low quality, and lack of understanding of the offer. And then for problems, I'm going to do automation, churn, conversion rate, and content. When we filled out our statement, we go ahead and click next step. Now we want to select all the platforms that our content is going to be used on. So for me, it's going to be social media, Facebook group, TikTok, and a newsletter. Then do next step. Then you want to select the revenue characteristics. I'm going to do online purchase, lifetime and recurring, and then high margin. Do save and finish. So at this stage, it's finished generating all the statements and it's utilized our information. And this is where the AI comes into play to actually fill out the funnel and get us started. So go ahead and click view recommendations. And now based on the statements, it's giving us some suggested templates. So for me, I'm going to do blog post distribution with automation. I'm going to do CTA button on the top of a landing page. And I'm actually happy with just these 2 templates. And I'm going to select add selected tactics. So at this stage, it's pre-populated just the icebreaker for me, but it didn't find from the information I gave it very useful with all the other stuff. But that's okay, because I'm going to show you how you can start adding in just a second. But first, let's just have a look at the main navigation. So in front of me, we have 4 areas which is segmented into funnels, and then we have almost task-like information in each of these areas. By selecting on the task, you can drag and drop it in a different order, and using the 2 dots in the corner of the task will allow you to do certain things like viewing more information of this tactic, marking it as active, changing the name, duplicating it, and highlighting the first flow, and then removing the funnel. So if we wanted to view the tactic, click view tactic, and then to the right it shows the criteria it's currently in, and on the left it has the tasks. Now you can click the task and it'll expand it, or you can just click the expand all button. So this tells you what needs to be done for this specific task. So if we need to add buttons or select a call to action, that's what we need to do. You can also click the add to funnel, and then you can quickly select which funnel you want it in. So for this one, let's just pretend we want it in the cheeseburger. Now if we go back to all tactics, go back to my tactic, you can see it's now in the cheeseburger funnel. You can do other things like expand each of those tasks inside and then select them and mark them as complete. If you want to extend and add more tasks to each of these funnels, go ahead and click the plus icon, scroll down, and now you've got all of these different tasks that you can add. So we're in the main product, and let's say inside the main product we want it to be relating to automation. It's now filtered all of the templates as automation. So the main product, we're going to need a paywall, so let's go ahead and add this and add it to main product. We're also going to need an on-site calculator, so we add this to main product. If we want to add upsells, for example, well, a good thank you email might be a good way of upselling, so we can add this one to the upsell. Now if we go back to our funnel, you can see we have all of this in there, and we can expand on each one. You can do other things in this section as well. So if you click on the gear icon, you can change the funnel name and the image. You can also add flows, which is essentially a unique name that will help you easily find the specific flow. So we're just going to call this stage 1 and do save. And now on the left, you have that flow. We go back to overview, you can see our snapshot of information has now changed. So we've done 2 activities in the funnel, but we've yet to complete any of the tasks. You can go ahead and click save flow, and that will save everything. If we go back to our main dashboard, we now have our main dashboard in this area, and if you like the template of it and the general information you've already added, you can duplicate it, call it something else, and do save, and now you've got the duplicate there. You can also invite teammates into this funnel by clicking the share icon and then adding their email in and clicking send invite. Moving on to the growth hackers tab, this is where you can hire people and discover people in the growth hacking industry for specific things like brand communication, marketing strategy, or just general growth hacking. If we click on this person here and do view profile, it shows you all the about information, their services and their pricing, and also a nice backlink to their website. You can also message in-house or just go to their website and contact them. So the question is, what do I think of digital first, and is it something I would recommend to people? Well, one of the biggest problems that most startups or even established business owners have is planning. If you don't plan all of your products, your marketing techniques, where they're posting, how everything's going to combine together, then ultimately you're kind of going into business blindfolded, or you always lack a direction in the business, which can lead to some fatal mistakes, chaos, or if you ever want to sell up or even scale the business, it might become problematic, especially from an administration point of view. Having guidelines and an overall plan of the direction of your business and how things are going to be approached is only going to benefit you. And I think Digital Think has made this pretty streamlined and easy just to log in and start planning. I think the only mistake that they've made at this stage is where you start off as a new user and being overwhelmed with so much information with all the templates. However, it's only a small issue and it's nothing that you can't just change tab to. I think if they were going to make a change on this, they should just change it to the new product funnel page where people can just start clicking buttons and getting used to the software. Overall, I think I would recommend Digital Think to people because ultimately it does what it says on the tin. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.